The lesson outcome for this video is, I can evaluate an expression. Before we begin with examples, we're going to go over some key vocabulary for this lesson. The first term is evaluate. To evaluate means to find the value of an expression by substituting a number in for each variable and performing the operations. You probably recall that a variable is a letter that we use to represent a number. Typically, we use X and Y. Sometimes you will also see A, B, C, M. Any letter really can be used as a variable. These are just some of the most common ones. An expression is a set of terms that operations are being performed on using numbers and variables. For example, 3x, let's erase that. 3x minus 7 is an expression. There is no equal sign in an expression. Another expression might be b squared plus 5a minus 8. Let's try an example. We have the expression 3x minus 5 plus x squared, and we want to evaluate this expression when the variable x equals 2. The first thing we need to do is substitute the number 2 in anywhere we see the variable x. Three times x. Now remember, we need to put either a dot here for multiplication or some parentheses to show that they're being multiplied. Go ahead and put parenthesis here. We're substituting a 2 in for x minus 5 plus, and again you want to put a parenthesis around the 2, or substituting in, and squared. Now all we need to do is simplify using the order of operations we've already discussed in a prior video. First thing is to remember the order of operations. Parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide from left to right, and add and subtract from left to right. We'll start with parentheses. There are parentheses shown in this expression, however, there's no operation within the parentheses, so we'll move on to the next operation, So we're going to look at the exponents. There is a 2 squared, which we will simplify first. We're going to leave the 3 times 2 minus 5 plus 2 squared. 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. Now we'll move on to multiply and divide from left to right. There's a multiplication problem right here. 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 minus 5 plus 4. Now we are going to add or subtract from left to right. So even though there's addition in here, that doesn't go first. So 6 minus 5 is on the far left, so 6 minus 5 is 1, and 1 plus 4 remains, and 1 plus 4 is 5. In this example, we have 3 times the quantity m squared minus 2, and we want to evaluate this when m equals 3. Again, the directions will often read evaluate. First thing we're going to do is we're going to substitute the number 3 in anywhere we see an m. We have 3, parenthesis. M is 3. We're going to substitute the 3 in. Squared minus 2. Again, we simplify using the order of operations, starting with parentheses. We do have a set of parentheses. Now remember, we need to follow the order of operations within our parentheses. So again, we're looking for, within the parentheses, any other parentheses, which we don't have, and then we need to look for exponents. We have 3 squared within our parentheses, so we're going to leave 3 on the outside. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9, and then minus 2. We are still working in our parentheses, and we need to now add or subtract. So we need to subtract 9 minus 2. We have 3 times 9 minus 2, which is 7. And now we are down to our last operation, which is multiply in this problem. And it's 3 times 7, which is 21. Now you try this one. Evaluate 11 plus b to the third power minus 2b when b equals 2. Notice this time you will need to substitute 2 in for 2 different b variables in the expression. Pause this video, try it out, and then check to see how you did. Okay, let's check. First thing we're going to do is we're going to substitute the 2 in for b wherever we see a b. We'll start by writing 11 plus, we have a b there, so we're going to put in a 2, cubed minus 2 times 2. We've substituted 2 in for both b's. Now we're going to follow the order of operations to simplify. There are no parentheses. We do have an exponent to simplify. We're going to say 11 plus 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, minus 2 times 2. We have no more exponents. Now we're going to multiply or divide from left to right. We do have multiplication, so we're going to write 11 plus 8 minus 2 times 2, which is 4. Now we will add or subtract from left to right. 11 plus 8 is 19, and 19 minus 4 is 15. Remember to go back and watch parts of this video that you are confused about. Otherwise, that's all. Thanks.